Nico, obviously the 3 goals in the 26-second span kind of blew this one out of the water for you guys. What did you see kind of in that sequence where they were able to get those 3?
Yeah, that hurt us, that game. Shouldn't happen. That was the game. So obviously that's not a recipe to get these goals right away. I think we started not bad and we got one the power play and then just it unfolded and we were sleeping for a couple of shifts and they made us pay. And yeah, it's obviously hard to chase a 4-1 deficit, so it's not it.
I know there's no moral victories, but the way you guys still battled and obviously didn't quit after that, there's a lot of hockey left to play, still showed some heart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously we show what we can do, and I think it's just important for us to do it right away. And I think when we get scored on, we stop competing for a bit, and that's just underneath our standard. And competing should be no negotiable, and it's part of our identity. And you don't need to have skill to compete. And we lost that, and they made us pay, and that was the game.
I know it's been a long road trip. You're looking forward to getting back home in front of your fans and maybe getting some of that home cooking to get this ship going.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're excited to go home now and get our fans behind our back again. But we digged ourselves a little bit in the hole and we got to simplify our game. And like I said, we got to come back to our standards, and our standards is competing from right away and not waiting. And I think that's what we were missing right now. And because you can see what happens if you're doing that. So we got to do that 60 minutes.
Nico, Sheldon shuffled the lines, including in the game. Does it just feel like you guys are looking for some chemistry right now?
Yeah, we're struggling to score goals, and we're obviously working on that. And yeah.
Timo, what did you see on that sequence, the 26 seconds, where they were able to get the 3 on you guys? Was it just kind of break down some mental issues, or just bad communication? What happened on that?
I mean, just obviously plays that we shouldn't make. I think it's, you can't let a mistake affect you, and then, just kind of like in that stretch, we just let our guard down, and they capitalize on it. So, I mean, that was not great at all. We had a good start to the game, and then, that happened, and then you're chasing the game. And I thought, in the second, for some stretches, in the third, we knew what we had to do to have success. We just didn't do it for long enough, and obviously it doesn't help when you're doing what we did there for that amount of time where we got scored on a couple times.
How do you kind of build some of that? Because we've been talking about some of the mental resolve and toughness the team has had, especially during that 8-game winning streak. How do you kind of get back to that?
I mean, just the fundamentals that makes us, a good hockey team. We know what that is, and you're not going to feel at your best every night, but you got to find ways to, simplify, especially then when things might not be going your way. You're not feeling great, and you gotta just simplify. And just it comes down to the working hard, competing. Then the bounces are going to go your way. I thought especially in that stretch, we weren't competing. They were winning more battles, and that's at the end of the day what it comes down to, how competitive we can be.
Does it feel out of sync right now? Just like trying to find the right combinations of players and lines.
A little bit maybe, but that's where we're trying to do too much instead of just go out there, compete. We know our structure that we need to do to have success. So, and then, like I said, just work hard within that structure, and then it's going to go your way.
And it's been a long road trip. Looking forward to getting back home in front of your fans, maybe kind of getting some home cooking. You've had a lot of success at home, obviously.
For sure, at home in front of our fans. Kind of not the result we wanted on this road trip, but now it's how we react as a team to this. How we're gonna go to the next game and how we're gonna compete there. So we got to be ready. And like you said, at home, we have our fans in the back, lots of energy. So we're looking forward for a bounce back game at home.
Sheldon, obviously this is an unfortunate way to close out the road trip. We saw maybe a push in the third period, but overall not reflective on how your group wants to play every single game. How do you maybe digest a game like this as a head coach?
Well, you just look at how we managed. We managed the 2 shifts after we score. I mean, our power play goes out, works their ass off, scores us a big goal to get us on the board. The next 2 shifts after that really let us down, and gets them in the game, gets the crowd going, and then we just kind of unravel from there. Turnover, and then we don't take care of each other to give up a breakaway, and then we miss an assignment. that we had talked about on a face-off play. We had talked about before the game. We missed the assignment. It's 3-1. So how you manage that is the game. So yeah, I mean, there's good stretches in the second. There's good stretches in the third, but the game's lost in those moments.
Well, Sheldon, this is probably a stretch of hockey that is just uncharacteristic since you've been here. What's the message to the guys after this? Is it something you just move on from? You just say, hey, like, obviously we're not happy about that stretch. We just got to be better now moving forward.
What are you referring to? A stretch?
Just a stretch where you had the 3 goals against.
Yeah. I mean, it's reminiscent to Colorado. Different times. That's been us, and until it's not us, that's who we are. So, I mean, you say it's uncharacteristic. Is it uncharacteristic? I would say that it is exactly who we are at this point in time, as inconsistent. There's stretches over this last 10 games where we've been right there amongst the best defensive teams in the league when you look at it statistically and what we've given up in terms of chances. And then there's games where the worst. So that's when you're inconsistent like that, you're fighting an uphill battle every night. You're not quite sure what you've got.
Coach, when they scored the 4 quick goals, did you at all maybe consider a goalie change, or was it more about the play in front of him?
Well, obviously the 4th one Jake's going to want to have back, but the 3 before that, I don't think he has a chance at all. Of course, I thought about it in the moment, but for me, the team wasn't playing well enough, and I know Jake, he wants to be in there, he wants to be battling, and he was outstanding, I thought, the rest of the game. So, there's 6 that we give up, but I think 1 is the one that he wants back. The rest is all on the team.
You tweaked the lines a couple of times. Are you looking for chemistry right now?
I'm looking for players. I'm looking for guys that can play. We can't. You can only play guys so much. We need to use the bench. We need other guys. So you're kind of chasing it a little bit, and trying to find some things that work. And you're trying to take away ice time from different guys to try to send a message and get other people more involved. And then it kind of flips the other way, and you reverse course a little bit. But yeah, we're chasing it a little bit. But that's on the guys. They got to do a good job with the minutes that they get early in the game. I look at it, like I said, those 2 shifts after we make it 1-0 after our power plays out there and battle and get us a lead on the road. Those 2 shifts, from what should be our hardest working people, those are unacceptable, and that's something that we've got to address.
Any concern with Grutzik? It looked like he tweaked something at the end there.
I'm not quite sure what happened. He did leave the bench, but he came back, and they thought he was okay. I just made the decision not to make him have to play through anything towards the end. But, yeah, there was something there that they told me he wasn't available for a period of time, but just not quite sure where it's at.
Thanks.